All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. I'm Richard, at Richard on the MakeCode forum, and you can see Otto. He's there in the corner.
Okay.
I am Ben at Donuts on the MakeCode forum, and you cannot see Otto on my end.
I think if you can see Otto, it's being covered up by Richard. Name tag. I'm joking.
Oh, the tag.
What? Oh, you're right. Yeah. Sorry, I can see him on my screen, but unfortunately you can't. Anyway. All right. Well, Sarah's not here today. And neither is Thomas. So I don't really have a plan for what we're going to do today because I don't want to work on the logo stuff without everyone being around. So today we're going to be working on something I don't really know yet, but we'll figure it out. First, though, I wanted to talk about something, which is I've been doing some work on my fancy text extension, which if you've used it before, it is, how we do text normally in Arcade on our stream. It lets you do all sorts of fonts and stuff. And I've been adding some much requested features by nobody. I requested them, which is support for dual tone fonts. So you can have fonts that have outlines, which is nice. And also kerning. So if you're not familiar with kerning, kerning is when you adjust the amount of space in between letters in order to give them a good optical rhythm. Let me actually pull up the Wikipedia. There we go. So normally when you have letters next to each other, they just, you can draw a vertical line, right? And that's, they're just completely separated. But when you do kerning, you make it so that they overlap such that they look like they're evenly spaced and there's not just a big blank space in between them, right? And so it's always bothered me that we have fonts that do not have kerning. So it's not as bad for pixel fonts, but the letter, you get a lot of T's with big spaces to the next letter because you can, under an uppercase T, you can really fit stuff in. So I was doing that. And also I was working on improving my font editor, but then I found this tool. So there is a console made by a company called Playdate. The company is called Panic, the console called Playdate. But it has support for fonts. And I always, their font tool was what initially inspired me to make my font tool. But you can only access it if you have their SDK and all of that stuff. And so it's not really available. But someone made a free version online for making Playdate fonts. So you can, draw your glyphs for all of your different characters. It supports, outlines and stuff. There's even nice tools for auto outlining glyphs. So you can do outline glyph and then, oh, wow. Yeah, you get the idea. You can also do kerning. So you can add a pair of characters where you say, I want to do A and D, and then add a thing right there. And then you can adjust the kerning between the two if I were to draw a D character. So, normally you wouldn't kern A and D because they just kind of, light up with each other. But you get the idea. All right, so anyway, I was like, oh man, this tool is way better than mine and actually supports all Unicode characters and not just the Latin alphabet. So I decided I'm going to stop working on my tool, and instead I have added support for the Playdate font format in my tool. You can now import Playdate fonts, and they will properly kern and everything with the new version that I'm going to be releasing of the fancy text extension. So look forward to that. I'm almost done. It'll be done in a day or two. Right now, I'm trying to write an algorithm to auto kern fonts, which is kind of more complicated. You can let's say I have a letter. Let's say I have a capital T, right? Okay. Do a big old capital T.
Oh, from Future Night. Curious why you guys have not been approving posts in the forum today. I mean, we have
I don't know
multiple
who's
people
assigned
out,
today.
as we mentioned. Can start looking at them maybe after stream.
Whose job is it today?
I don't know offhand.
Okay. Oh, whoops. I drew my T on D. Paste it over here. Okay. So, if we look over here at this character combination, if I were to kern this as much as I possibly could, it would be this. All right. So that A is way too close to that T, you know? You have to have a limit on how much you kern it, or else you end up with this kind of thing. So I'm trying to figure out like what the ideal spacing is, and I think it's different for different font sizes. So anyway, it's an interesting problem, and I'll have something. So I'll have some sort of auto kerning for fonts soon, and all of the fonts that are currently in the extension will be getting kerning. So look forward to that. But anyway, I'm going to do a post on the forum next week that's going to be like, hey, here are all the new features for the Fancy Text extension. Here's how to use them. And then here is this font editor, which you should use instead of mine. And then just use mine to convert it into the arcade format. So anyway, that is text news. All right. So besides that, I don't really have a plan today. But I was thinking that maybe we could do something related to the logo stuff, which is I wanted to play around with a type of animation just as an idea, and we could see if it looks good. And if it looks good, we could consider putting it into our actual logo animation. All right. So I was imagining that all of our letters like appearing like being drawn. All right. And then kind of having like a shimmering color effect going over them, which will make more sense in a bit. But I was wondering, would that look good at all? Like, even if we were to do like a letter, would it like look good with the shimmering thing going on? And so I figured we could try this out and see how it looks, just out of curiosity. This is not something that we're necessarily going to use, but might as well give it a shot. So I'm going to draw an M.
While you're doing this, after you had looked over that entire list of intros that like game studios have done, or N60 or not N64, but like PS1 and all that stuff, do you have a favorite intro that a studio has done?
It's tough to not just pick Sega.
It is a classic.
Sega's is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I was on record that I kind of like the simpler ones more than the more complicated ones. Like, I like the one where there's a tiny bit of movement, and then here, let me pull up our video. Oh. Let's see. Open file. Where's my stitch together one? One second.
I was trying to find the one that Blasto uses out of curiosity. I couldn't find it. So I had to look up Blasto Boot Up, and apparently there's a song in that soundtrack called Boot Up.
Okay. Oh, I like this one a lot, which is kind of the inspiration of what we're doing right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So obviously
There's no sound to that? It's just quietly
that
doing
3D effect is a little too fancy for us. And then also it kind of ruins it afterwards with.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. That one's definitely a curveball. Let's go forward until we get to the one I want.
I saw the Metal Gear one.
I like the Halcyon one a lot.
No.
Like, that's great. You know, I love the scribble effect. I love the little sound, and how simple and quick it is. I also really like not the Acclaim one, this Capcom one.
Oh my god.
Right. That's great.
Hear the Street Fighter 2 music starting right after that.
Yeah, this is from Street Fighter 2. And then that's the boring Capcom one. And then I like this one too a lot. From Yoshi's Story.
Yeah.
So it's also got the scribble thing going on. Yeah, I think those are all the ones I wanted to show.
So
I like
that's
the quest one a lot.
Just be like 3 to 4 frames of an animation. Whoa.
I like that one a lot too. It goes a little too long. I would maybe cut the cue spinning at the beginning, but the boom, 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 and then turning into color, that's great. Yeah. Anyway, for those who weren't there on that stream, you should go back and watch that video because we had a lot of fun going through those, and I spent a lot of time not working and instead recording all of those off of my actual game hardware. Okay, gotta make this wider. That's cut that off a bit. There you go. All right, like an M, you know. And this is still a little. Let me.
I see a bird in that M.
You see what?
A bird.
Oh, sure.
It's the only bird I ever knew how to draw.
There we go. All right. So the idea is that this kind of like goes like this, you know, like just kind of draws it out. And then we would stripe the colors like this. Just increasing in value. And then we would mess with the font to turn that into a gradient.
Okay.
All right. So that's the idea. I mean, not mess with the font. We would mess with the color palette.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So let's
like
get this a shot. First, we're going to trim this down to size. So let's change this to be at 28. Oh, I'm so good at this. And we're gonna make this be 17. I'm just, yeah. This is my only skill. So let's animate this. Gonna go ahead and duplicate. We're going to erase everything. And we're just gonna have it like going in a little bit at a time. So we're just going to keep duplicating this frame, and we're going to put in a bit more. Bit more. You know what? I should do the striping before I do this. That would be smart.
What is the striping?
The thing I was talking about. So we're going to go through here and we're going to do one color at a time. And increasing numerical order. So sorry, this is going to be the tedious part of the stream.
I found Blasto, what the devs use there, and it's very boring.
Yeah, a lot of classic video game companies are pretty boring. One of the ones I showed off in our video is Squaresoft, and they literally do the same thing and everything, which is they just show the Squaresoft logo and then it goes away. So, not how I would have done it, but... Okay, and then we're going to go like back down.
Is there a video game track that comes to mind that y'all have listened to the most?
You mean off like a soundtrack? And I assume you mean not like outside of playing the game.
I mean outside of playing the game and from a soundtrack.
I think it is probably the song Cell off of the Bomberman Hero soundtrack.
Cell. This sounds familiar. Oh, yeah. I have seen this video before. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, I thought this sounded like the sauna or the bathhouse in or it reminded me of the bathhouse from Persona 4.
It's very acid, which I'm a fan of.
I think mine's got to be Flow from the Fez soundtrack. I still listen to it regularly.
Yeah, the Fez soundtrack's pretty good.
Has Bomberman always had eyebrows?
Yes.
Okay. I think I like them a lot more now.
Okay, wait. I'm going to copy this and reverse it. Wait, is this a different width? Oh, it is.
It is.
Oh, I must have panned it over at some point. Okay, wait. Then this needs to be corrected. All right. Undo. Make this be 29. Hand this over. And then, let's see. So this should be like that. Then I can just copy the rest of this. There we go. That's corrected. All right. So I'm going to copy this whole thing, flip it, stick it over here. There we go. And then I'm going to actually change the colors. So I want it to like keep going in this direction. you know? So in order to make that happen, this needs to be in the reverse order that it's currently in. So we want to be going down from here. So this should be blue, then green, da 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 da. Keep going. I sure hope this looks good. This is a lot of tedious effort. Okay, now we're at white, so we want to start going back up again. So red, pink, orange, yellow. Oh, hey, it's already that. Green, blue, cyan, purple, and this purple. All right. Okay. We did it. All right. Let's just see what this looks like. We're going to copy this 29 by 17. Because now I'm curious after putting in all of that effort. Paste that in there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just create this horrific looking sprite. Cool. All right. So we want to mess with our color palette such that, well, here, let's turn this into the grayscale palette and you'll get an idea of what we're going for. Okay. So you can see we have like a gradient. We want this to be moving though. So we want to be continually rotating all of our colors so that it looks like the shimmer is like moving through the letter. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's head back over to blocks. We're going to go ahead and add Joey's color fading extension.
Did I have a block for specifically rotating? I think I might have.
I don't think so. That would
I remember using that for an effect. I don't remember if that's...
Man, this extension needs a get color at index.
It does.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna stick with grayscale because that's really easy to do. Actually, with saturation value, it's not that hard to do other ones. Let's see. Here we go. We're going to make a function. We're going to call this create palette. We're going to make an array of colors. We're going to do for index from
Okay, 0. I do have a block for it. It's rotate palette.
Where is it?
Apply fade effect, rotate, and it's the 5th one.
Okay, and what?
I don't know if this is gonna work great. Like obviously we'll have to check it, but
it so I'll put this in on
a. You can do it for like over 10 milliseconds or something, and just do it continuously.
Oh, so you're supposed to.
That's gonna do it over 5 seconds. Gonna rotate one shade, right?
Oh. Wait. What?
Like if you do, if you were to do fade to black, it's gonna fade to black over 5 seconds, or half a second. I think that's the default.
Right.
Is it not
but
doing
this is, oh, it's fading.
Yeah. It's transitioning.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Over, so like I do 100. This isn't quite.
I think if you do it on-game update every, 30 milliseconds and then put in 30 milliseconds, it might be pretty smooth.
No, this is actually working correctly.
I mean, this is how you want it to look?
This is not how I want it to look, but I realized I made a mistake with how I drew it.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. But it does the in-between frames with the fade. That's what the nice thing is. So we don't have to calculate that every single frame.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to change our color palette back. All right. So what I did was I went up and then back down. I should have just kept going.
Real quick, just for fun, can we see what it looks like with the color? I guess when you're done with this, before you change it back to grayscale, I want to see what it looks like with the weird
Sure.
full palette.
Not good, I'm gonna guess. Shoot.
Does Control-Z not work there?
It works. The problem is I need to do this.
I think you overrode the teal one.
You're right. Wait. Teal, green. There should be cyan here. So it should go teal, green, cyan, then wait. No, it should be blue, cyan. Okay, all right. So we have yellow, teal, green, blue, cyan, purple, light purple, dark purple, tan.
Wow, teal
Like
is a
that.
lot darker than I realized.
I mean, that's, you know, a darker teal than I think you would typically see, but it's like the closest color we had to describe it.
No, when I said teal, I actually meant cyan.
Oh.
I just thought teal was like a lot brighter.
No, teal is like greenish.
Yeah.
Okay. The annoying thing is the green. So I'm going to turn the green into white, and then we'll fix it after we fix this, because we want to put, let's see. So after blue comes, wait, why is this in the issue? Wait, yellow, teal. Okay, so this should be green, but we can't do that because this is this. So I'm going to make this white. I'm going to make this green, and now I'm going to make this blue, and now we're good. Okay. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out the first time. All right, let's see if I messed that up. Okay, so we're going to see Joey's.
Yeah, can we just do the on-game update real quick? I just want to automate it. It's kind of fun. Oh,
does this pause?
That's gonna. I mean, it does it over 100 milliseconds. So just, yeah. I think that should work.
Nice.
Not the worst.
Yeah. Not what we want, though. Okay. This is going backwards.
Backwards.
Right? We want the white shimmering out, not the black.
So we can just copy the color fading or reverse we can make another block for that.
We can what?
They're kind of like their effects, so they're fixed instances. If you just want to go into it and
nah, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to do my own code because I want to generate my own palette anyhow.
Okay.
So we are going to, you know, inside this forever, we're just gonna, or we'll do it inside of an on-game update. We're gonna call this set palette. we're going to go ahead and just call this right here. And we want this to be looping over our set color thing right here. We're going to be putting in our index. And I think we want to do index +1, right, Joey?
Yeah.
So this takes numbers between 0 and 255. So all 255, as you can see, is white. But I want to be able to do this with a color. So we're going to go into here and grab hue saturation value. And we're just going to mess with the value number. And we're going to make that a function of this. So we're going to take our value. We're going to do index times, and we want this to be 255 divided by 15. There we go. Okay. So now we have it for a red thing. We want to rotate this. So the way we're going to rotate this is we're going to make a variable. We're going to call this rotation. We're going to change it by 1 every frame. And then inside here, we're going to do index plus whatever our rotation is, mod. Where are you, mod? Go. Mod 16. There we go. Okay, so this is going the opposite direction that we want. Let's put this in the forever, by the way, so it's slower.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Hi, Lucas. Alex says you should put in a Joey Easter egg while he's off camera.
Oh, wait. Am I off camera? No. My camera's off center.
Yeah, he's here. He's always watching. Always watching. Okay, so we want this to go the opposite direction. So we actually want to change this rotation to be rotation plus 15. Wait, no. That's wrong. We want this to be, index plus rotation, and then I want to subtract this instead of adding it. So it should be plus 15 minus rotation. Is that right? No, wait. Why am I struggling with this? Okay, wait. All right. We want to do index plus rotation, but we want our rotation to go down instead of up. So we would just do subtraction, but you can't do that. And the same thing as subtracting is adding the
adding the 16 minus 1 to 15.
Right. So doing plus 15. That seems wrong, though.
So that would make it, I mean, that would just be a fixed -1, right?
You're right.
So is it plus 15 minus rotation? Does that make sense at all?
Plus 15 minus rotation. It's going to go negative is the problem. Okay. We'll just do this the easy way. We're going to do plus rotation. We're going to change our change rotation by 1. We're going to wrap this in a remainder. Like that. And we're going to change this to be 15. There we go.
Ooh, Lucas gave us a game we can try at the end if we have time.
Okay, we will check that out. All right. So I want this to... This is cool. What I kind of want it to do is I want it to like shimmer once, you know, to just kind of like reveal the letter.
Okay. So.
And I think we may have just overcomplicated it for ourselves by doing this striping thing, because the easiest way to do that would probably just be to straight animate it. Right?
That's my first
Well, we
assumption.
could, by shimmer once, do you mean just like one stripe goes through, but not leaving behind the color?
Yes, exactly. Hello, Otto. What a good cat you are.
Can we use this in that other thing you wrote to just like define a region that for the, I forget what the other thing is. Well, it's a shader, I guess, extension, and just zero out all the colors in an arc?
I don't think so.
That'd be silly if it worked, though.
This looks cool, though. I don't know. Let's do the other letters like this and see how it looks, right?
Okay.
Okay, Otto. Come on, get in my lap, buddy. Hey, good cat. All right. Lucas, king of making games that are all red, says, I like the red colors. They are cool. Yeah, so the nice thing about doing this with hue saturation value is that we could change this color if we wanted. So we could actually make this, 78, and I don't know what color that's going to be. Okay, now it's green. But red does look cooler. All right. So let's do the other letters. We want to do a K as well, and a C and a D. All right. So to do this, let's take, I want to take this letter and I'm going to put this into a bigger canvas so that I can do these in relation to one another. All right, we're going to paste this guy in here. And we are also going to convert all of our colors to black so that I don't have to. We're going to do the striping after the fact. So, whoops. Okay, wait. I want to do this, and this, and this. And I'm just going to. There we go. Looks like I missed a few. There we go. All right, cool. So that was me using the replace shortcut, by the way. All right. So there's an M. We want to do a K, a C, and a D. So the important thing here is we want the things to look somewhat like harmonious with each other. So I'm going to create a C by copying the exact curve we did for the M. And luckily, looks like these have ended up being the exact same height, which I was worried about because we would have had to go back and redo the M if they were not the same height. So, very good. All right. So that's a C. And then we want to, let's do the D next because that's easy. So we're going to copy this guy. And then we're going to do a vertical stem here. like that. I think that's the right width. There we go. Okay. So I want this width to be the same as this width on the M. So I'm going to measure those real quick. So this is, let's see. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to go ahead and pull this over 1 pixel. Like that. And it looks like this is also 1 pixel too wide, at least. Now we're going to take this D over here, make sure this is lining up right. Looks good. All right. So there we go. We got a nice harmonious D. And so next we want to do a K. So with the K, the important thing is we want to have it be the same height as the D. And also, if we can use these curves in the same way, that would make me happy as well. So let's actually pull this over. We're going to grab this stem off the D, this over here.
For a second there, even though I knew you were typing, like writing out MKCD, I was like, oh, McDonald's.
Oh, McD. I get you.
Mickey D's.
Like you got the golden arch there right perfectly.
We shave. Let's do this on our C and then do this thing. This is like a very retro K, which I don't think quite works. I want it to work though. If I just shift this over.
I'm reading MakeCode.
Yeah, it's not working.
What if you move the C upwards? Or I guess the round part of the K upwards.
Nah, this isn't going to happen. I feel like it's so close, you know? But no. Afraid not. All right. Okay, so we'll just do a straight K, as much as I hate it. All right. See, I'm going to draw some guidelines here. So this is the height of the lower part of the C. Alex says, I liked that. Sorry, it doesn't work for me, unfortunately. I hate doing Ks. Awkward for someone with my last name.
Yeah, it just means you know more than anybody.
Wait, what just happened? Oh, I flipped it horizontally. I meant to flip it vertically. Yeah.
I feel like the top leg there should go down one.
That?
I think that's better. Maybe even more, or maybe I just don't know how that should look.
I think it needs to be a little less wide. I'm actually thinking about doing that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, this is okay. Let's see briefly what it looks like rounded. I'm sure I'm not gonna like it, but on the tops. Actually, that's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I realize now this is not our name.
We got a GG on cam.
GG! Hey, GG.
How you doing, boy? What's up?
MKCD. Okay. And then we want to get that part too. I don't love the K.
Yeah, something about that K just feels off.
That's why I hate Ks. I want to make this go down one more, but you can't do that.
But what if you did?
No, it looks bad. I mean, it makes the bottom half look good, but as soon as you realize that this line is wrong, it's like bad. I don't know. Can lowercase k's do that? Look at the K here. I guess they are slightly. I guess the bottom is slightly longer in that one. Okay, maybe we could keep that. I don't know. Does this look better, Ben? What do you think?
Can I see can you undo it? And then redo it? I do like that.
So the other thing we could do is try this.
Can you try shifting the top diagonal down 1, 2?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that too.
It's going up. It's pretty high compared to like a typical lowercase K.
Like that?
That feels good.
More?
Does the K normally line up with the other lowercase letters? It does, I guess. We have pretty short ones though. But so like that would be like this, which is not actually that bad. And if we were to kill this again,
I can see that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
turn this over.
I feel like the top leg of that K. Yeah, okay. That was what we were thinking.
And then do this. There we go. How's that?
I like it.
And then I think we maybe cut that down one. All right, that's not bad.
Yeah, looking at where things are going, I feel like maybe that M is a little too wide. But maybe I've just been looking at it too long.
I worry we're going to mess with the looks if we... Here, so I can make this less wide. Then I'm going to have to make this D less wide also.
Oh, really?
So the arcs match.
That's not bad, though.
I think I like this more than the previous.
Okay. Well, I like this one, but should we play Lucas's game?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
5 minutes.
So I'm gonna maybe go a little late today because I want to keep working on this.
Yeah.
But let's play Lucas's game because I know Ben probably has to bounce.
Yeah, I gotta drop it too.
All right.
So does Gigi.
Okay.
You
Lucas
can't
says
just
this
be
is
on
a
the
game demo. You all can try at the end of the stream. I'm gonna post to the forums later. This is pretty much the tutorial area of my upcoming game. Let's make sure this is saved, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and save this as MKCD logo. Hey, Gideon. All right. Cool. Red Line Dungeons.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I love the look.
Yeah, like the this animation on this guy is really good. Big fan. Hello there. I'm the mayor of this little town, but we have a problem. A big boss has taken over the other half of this town, and we need someone to take him down. I just handed you a sword. You can click menu to view it and click the A button to equip it. Then you can click A to use it. I want you to kill all the bugs in this area so you can learn how to fight. Then I will give you something else. New quest.
Yeah.
Kill all the bugs. All right.
I can't believe there's a crossover between Red Line and Metal Gear Solid.
The second he said big boss, in my head I went big boss.
That's true. Ben is a noted Solid Snake fan.
Oh yeah, I have
Ben's-
cosplayed as Naked Snake.
I think Ben's most used emotes on our internal chat are either Big Boss Salute or Dancing Luigi. Those two.
Oh
One of
yeah,
those two. All right.
I find my favorites and I stick with them.
Very cool. Great slash animation. And I know we talked about this menu thing before, but this looks really, really good, Lucas. All right.
Cool.
Let's go kill some bugs. Jump. Ooh. Go do the old man's quest before you talk to me. All right.
Wow.
Wow, that smoke as they get hit looks really good.
Oh man. Oh, this is so good looking, Lucas. The
leaves are
tree
so good,
leaves
and
falling
they
down
animate so nicely.
are very good.
Yeah, Paul touches like that add a lot.
This guy looks awesome. Won't talk to me though.
I love that the models generally look the same, but it's the color of their eyes that show that okay, this is a different person here, and there are other slight differences. It's very simple.
Yeah. All right, took some damage there. All right, I think I got them all. He's not done yet. Some of the game is something I'm actively working on. Yeah, I think I got them all. Let me go talk to the old guy. 3 more bugs to kill.
Can you climb those
Whoop.
chain?
Oh, right. I forgot I fell down this tree.
Was that a wall jump?
Yeah, you can. This is. Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Um,
can't even get the tutorial. Ugh.
Nice.
yeah, I died in the tutorial. All right, we'll give it one more shot real quick. All right. Oh, it looks like the bugs stay dead, which is good. Oh, nope. Never mind. Gotta kill them all again. Okay. Oh, no. There we go. Got him that time. Got it. All right. Took 1 damage. Not that big a deal. Got a new item. Let's see. Got a hat. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Love the hat.
Nice.
Now this person will talk to me because they were waiting for me to have a hat. Hi. Do you want to know how to use spells? Well, you're in luck.
Now that
I
you
just
have a
gave you
hat,
2 items for your request. I want you to use them to get to max HP. You need to equip them both. Once you do that, you should be able to use the heal spell with the B button after you've killed a monster. I spawned in some bugs for you to fight. You need to kill them to use magic. All right. Let's go ahead and put this on our B.
For some reason, this is reminding me of Mortal Kombat Anthology's Sub-Zero.
Okay, I was not expecting you to go with a fighting game.
It's not. Well, I guess it's more of like an adventure fighting game. So fighting gives you magic. Does it degrade?
This is reminding me of more of Hollow Knight, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, that niche game.
Got a new item, which is Blast. That sounds cooler than healing. Who needs to heal?
Well, I heal and you can pew pew.
Where do we think the boss area is? Over
Person
here.
with a bigger hat.
Oop, here we go. Oh, look at the big guy.
Blast him. Nice.
Whoa.
Oh. That damaged you.
Ow, okay.
Wow.
That is
Good
hard to
animation on
dodge. All right, got it.
Nice.
End of demo, you win. Yes. Very cool,
looking very
Lucas. I
excited.
cannot wait to play the whole game. All right. Let's see. Let's head back to our thing right here. Yeah, that looks nice.
I got a drop. I will catch
See
you later.
then. All right. So all we're going to do is we want to get the striping done on these letters, and then we'll call it a day. So let me grab the M. Oh, it's going to be all messed up because you made me make it skinnier. Ugh. All right.
Oh, he made you make it skinnier and then he dipped.
Yeah.
Would this be easier to go back to the color?
No. Maybe for your untrained eyes. No. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe we can just pick another one for fun, like pastel.
Sure. No, that's harder. Do matte. Pastel colors are just a little too close to each other.
Yeah. Matte was just Pico 8, right? I remember.
Oh, yeah, this is totally the Pico 8 palette.
I was like, I don't know if they'll want me using the name, so I'm just going to use one with the palette. Nice.
Striping it up. Okay, right. I want that to be... I want to divide this into halves, probably. So make this be white over here. And then we're going to start looping again. So make this red. All right, that looks nice. Okay, going to copy this. And then flip it. And the colors are going to be in the wrong order, but at least now I have these stripes laid out so that I don't have to redo that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the same thing for this middle bit. Whoa!
What happened? Oh, you dragged the corner. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to do pink here. Like that. And then I want to do, next up is orange. Then we have yellow. And then after yellow is dark green. And then light green. And then cyan. Oh, whoops. Actually, I think that's blue. And this is supposed to be cyan. There we go. All right. Now I just got to go through here. Okay. So we want to do, after pink comes orange, then yellow, green, green, blue, gray, purple, this purple, dark gray, tan, brown, black, and then back to the beginning. Oh, actually, I can, at this point, I can just do that. Cool. All right, that's the M. Next up, let's do the K. So the start of the K is just going to be exactly the same. Luckily, I'll be able to copy this for the D, I hope. The D will actually be interesting. All right, so put that up there, and then we have a few more to do. And then we can copy this again. Like that. And then we need to trim this down. Go. Nice and easy. I'm going to copy this over for the D. Like that. All right, and now we get to complicated territory. I guess we should start at the bottom of the K and then arc up, like do bounce, bounce.
That makes sense. Yeah.
We could even like.
Should they match the colors? Like should the greens be a line? Yeah.
Like this. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna look weird or not. But we'll give it a shot. Okay. And then we want the C to, I think, curve up like this. That. Then next up is black. So should go like this. There we go. Okay, cool. Now I'm on it. All right. Then this red goes like this and like that. All right, got it. Cool. All right, that's the C. And then we can just copy the C for the D, except it won't line up perfectly. But
Close enough.
yeah. Okay. There we go. And we can just set the background image to this. Pull that out. Yeah, I think the K's a little weird, I think.
Yeah, the other ones all kind of go.
It's because it doesn't have any curves.
Yeah. I guess just one diagonal arc maybe would be.
Yeah, or maybe we could make the K a little bit curvier. But I feel like we have to make this curve like these do.
Yeah. I guess just the straight up matching on the line part on the left side works because it would match the D's one. Mm-hmm. But if you do just like I think what you were originally thinking of, like a rebound up and to the right for the legs, that's probably what it needs to be.
So I think we should not make these match up. These should explicitly not match up.
So just
I'm actually gonna pull this down.
That'll be easier to think about with it pulled down, yeah.
All right, I'm just going to black this out and start over.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to start with white like this. And then do like we're curving. Okay, wait a second. To do maybe more like we'll do it like this. And then do that. Right. And then we want to do this. And then next is black. So we'll grab white. And let's see, I want it to be like this. That's not right, right? No, that is right. It's just we're slightly different.
We're slightly different. Yeah.
There we go.
The small arc.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. All right. Pull this guy up. And there we go.
Yeah,
that's better. That's much better. Yeah.
Can we have it over time rotate hue too?
Rotate what to? Oh, hue? Oh, sure. I don't know if we want to do that for the final thing, but it'll be
No, I just
interesting to
wanna
see what
see
it looks
it,
like
yeah.
for now. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool looking thing. I still maybe I'll do this off stream, but I would like to see what it looks like filling out, you know?
Mm.
So what we could actually do is just like keep this animation as it is, but just have it fill out with the first flash that's going through. You know?
Fill out with the first flash. Yeah,
So,
I think that's kind of what I was. Yeah, that's what I was describing with the question earlier.
Yeah,
I think
that'll look
easier.
good. So we'll just have it like flash through once and then keep flashing until the end while we play like a little sound.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. Remember, we have a mini game jam going on right now. We're going to be playing all of the games next week today. Stream, I don't know if we're going to have stream on Wednesday of next week. In fact, I don't think we are because that is going to be Arcade Con, which if you haven't heard about it, there's more details about it on the forum. But it's more educator focused, but you know, feel free to come and watch if you want. I'm going to be doing some talks. Alex, who's in the chat, is going to be doing some talks, and a bunch of other people. So,
I mean, technically, I'll be in there too. But
right, yeah, Joey will be there too. Right, yeah. Anyway,
most of us will. Yes,
that's true. Yes,
in different capacities.
And I might be doing one more, maybe. Yeah. So thanks for watching. And we'll be back on Monday. I'm Richard. At Richard on the MakeCode Forum.
I'm Joey at J Wonder on the MakeCode Forum.
And Ben is at Donuts on the MakeCode Forum. See you later, everybody.
But